sorry is not enough. Sometimes you have to change. So that is the topic of our discussion today. I'm BobbieD coming to you live from Talamba, Cebu, Philippines. And whenever you're in a relationship, it is the utmost importance that you apologize when you're wrong. But, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes sorry is not enough. You have to change. Look at our topic focus today. Here we go. Two things, real quick, two things. Number one, we're going to talk about the role of apologies in relationships. Okay? The role of apologies in relationships. Secondly, we're going to take a look at the need for action in addition to apologies as it pertains to relationships. Okay? Those are the topics for today, and that's what we're going to take a look at. All right, let's go. We're going to dig right into it, jump off right into it, and get this done. I attempted to do it earlier today, and the internet was so slow, so I do apologize. Once again, let's get this started. All right, so the first thing we're going to look at the role of apologies in relationships, okay? The role of apologies. Yeah, it's so important, ladies and gentlemen, that when you are in a relationship that you apologize, okay? What happens when you apologize? Relationship, yeah. If you've had any damage in relationship, if you had any harm in relationship, apologizing is the first step into resolving your disputes, resolving your issues, resolving your problemos. Yeah, apologize, man. And the problem is that we as grown men, grown women, we got a problem with that. I didn't do nothing wrong, my dear. I got to apologize. She let her apologize. But I didn't do anything wrong. Let John apologize. He's the one. You're always pointing the blame, pointing the finger. So I think that we sometimes lose focus on what's most important. Is it most important to point the blame? Or is it most important that you repair your damaged, broken, funky, messed up relationship? Huh? Which is more important? Pointing the finger or getting some kind of resolution? I would suggest that you learn to apologize and you learn to prioritize what is the most important thing in your relationship and keeping you together. Apologize. It's so simple. Yeah, I always say when I mess up, I fess up. That's my rule in life because I know I'm not perfect and I know I make mistakes. But our mama taught me a long time ago, son, you do wrong, tell them you're wrong, tell them you're sorry, and move on. If they don't accept your apologies, move on. That's what she told me. And all those years ago, I still live by my mama's teaching. Yeah. And it's a good teaching. Apologize, man. Let's go. So whenever you apologize, you begin the role of repairing harm and recovering in your communication and strengthening your relationships, man. Look at the lady right there. She's like, oh, man, here she go. Look at the lady. She got a hand on her chin, and the guy on the left, on the right over there, he's just trying to lay down another lie. See, I done heard this. She look at him out. She said, I done heard this story before. I'm tired of this dude. Every time I do something to me, he come by talk about I'm sorry. I'm tired of this. He's got to make a change. Sorry is not going to help this relationship. She got it, but he don't get it. Okay. And that's so apropos for many of our relationships. We fail to see the importance of apologizing. We fail to see the importance of beginning to re-strengthen and reshape and remold a broken off or an erroneous relationship, or erroneous remark. You might say, well, you look fat today, And whether she looked fat or not, if you took it the wrong way, you need to apologize because you offended somebody you love. You're supposed to love, right? Come on, man. Let's grow up. Let's grow up and stop blowing up, man. Let's grow up, ladies and gentlemen. Stop blowing up each other with some dynamite. Okay? We should grow up together, not blow up together. That's the role and that's the rule in life. Help one, each one, reach one, each one, teach one. Don't play with me. Pray with me. Reach me. Teach me, help me to learn, help me to understand, help us to grow together and not apart. That is the rule and the role of apology in your relationship. Sometimes sorry is just not enough. How many times you done told your lady, well, I'm sorry, I was supposed to send you $500. I'm sorry, I just get. You said that last month, didn't you? The month before. Sorry is just not enough. Because pretty soon she's gonna lose trust in you. When she loses trust in you, she don't have no more use for you in her life. When you break somebody's trust, ladies and gentlemen, it is hard to restore. And it's so easy to initially say, I apologize, but then you cannot just say, I apologize and let it go. There needs to be some other things. Let's go. I'm going to show you as we go. Let's go. I'm not going to be long on that. Watch this. So yeah, you got to, the apology is very, very important in relationship. Shows your responsibility. Yeah, yeah. When you apologize to someone and you're sincere about it, you're genuine, you're showing that you're a responsible individual. Not only are you showing you're responsible, ladies and gentlemen, but you're showing you're accountable for your own what? Actions. Yeah, I did that. Sorry, Susan. I really am sorry. I didn't mean to do it. It just came across me. I did it. I know I offended you. I'm so sorry. That's sincere. That's sincere from the person's heart. But some of us do this. Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. Where's the empathy? Where's the sympathy? Where's the remorse? It's an empty, hollow apology. And people can see when it's phony, baloney. They can see right through it. Yeah. Who wants to deal with somebody that's plastic? Plastic man come. Hey, look at plastic man come with same old lame excuse. People label you, and they know you're not real. When you're in a relationship, ladies and gentlemen, one of the most important things you need to do to your partner is be real, be honest, be genuine, be real like steel. And because when you're real, when you're solid with somebody, they can accept you, they can embrace you, they can trust you because they know they can rely on you, they can depend on you, and you won't be talking loud and saying nothing, blowing smoke up. They know that you're real. And when somebody is real in your life, you are ready to accept an apology, a real one, not a play one, a real, strong, emotional, empathetic, sympathetic, sincere, genuine apology. What's wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with it. And that's why you all messed up right now because you don't see that you need to apologize. I'm going to show you today. I'm going to show you today better than I can throw you. Let's go. I ain't playing with y'all. Come on now. Let's go. But yeah, it shows your responsibility. That means you have a willingness to make amends. Okay. You're willing to make amends. You're willing to fix it, to get it right. I don't know about you, man, but anytime I mess up and I go back and look at what I did and what I did wrong, I always try to fix it. Oh, I'm sorry, man, because I want to do right. I want to do right, man. I just don't want to do anybody any kind of way. That's not my nature. That's not how I was raised. That's not how my mama praised me. That's not how my mama trained me. That's not how my mama raised me. She raised me to treat people right. Okay? So when I mess up, I fess up, I take responsibility, I take accountability for my actions. Not my partner's actions or inactions, mine. I can't take responsibility for you, but I can show doggone take responsibility for me. And that's what you should do. Own up to what you did, be honest about it, sincere about it, and get it corrected. Okay? Shows your willingness to make amends, taking responsibility, desires to fix things. You want to get it right, man. Should be sincere. Apology should be sincere, man. Not only should your apology be sincere, ladies and gentlemen, but your apologies have a willingness to construct something, a meaningful, constructive apology. Okay. In other words, you want to make sure that you have a follow through on that apology. You just don't say I apologize and go on, and you can be sincere about it. But if you won't have a follow through with it, it's still empty. It's rotten. It's null and void. Because there ain't nothing behind it. Nothing to hold that apology up. You don't have a plan to change. You don't have an action change. You don't have any constructive effort to change. You just said, I apologize. Don't come to me with that because I'm not going to accept your apology. Unless I can see that you have empathy, unless I can see that you're sympathetic, unless I can see that you're sincere, unless I can see that you're genuine, I'm not going to accept your apology. And in addition to that, if you don't have a plan of change, a plan of action to change what you did wrong, don't step my way with that craziness. I'll put the Judge Judy on you. Get out of my courtroom with that mess. Okay? Apology, man. Be real with it. Don't play with nobody's emotions. You got somebody love you, mess up, apologize. Be sincere about it. And then I just told you to be outside of this program. Sorry is not enough by itself. Sometimes you have to change. You have to have an action plan of change. You just got to look, Susie. I didn't pay all the bills this month. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. Forgive me. You can be empathetic, sincere, genuine, everything, right? But there's no action plan behind it. And so when next month comes around, you do the same doggone thing. What is wrong with you, mister? In order for you not to do the same thing over and over and over, you got to have a plan of change. There's got to be some effort. If you come to me and just apologize, you don't show what you're going to do to change, I'm not going to accept it. And furthermore, I'm going to ask you, okay, you apologize, but what are you saying? I'm going to drill you down. I'm going to ask you so many questions to when I get through with you, you're going to wish you had apologized the right way. That's how I do. I break people down with questions. Okay, you say you apologize. Why do you apologize to me? Are you sorry about what you did? Why'd you do it? Are you going to do it again? What happens if you do it? Do you have a plan to change? Well, I question them. And so that they will realize that they're really not apologizing. They're just trying to say something to placate me, to make me feel like I'm that they are right, and they make me feel like they're sorry, but they're really not. Okay, always, man. Sorry is not enough. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you have to change. If you've done something to me 15 times, and you the 16th you come back and say I'm sorry again, I'll be the fool to accept that. I would fool accept it the third time, the second time. Because you didn't have no plan of change. Your remorse could have been real, but I doubt if it was real. You did it over and over and over. Okay, apologize, man. Solve so many problems. You know, my mama used to tell me, she said, son, I said, yes, man. She said, Bobby, sometimes, son, when you get married, when you get engaged, when you get these girlfriends, sometimes you got to give up your right for they wrong. I said, give them my right. What you mean, mama? They wrong, I got to give up. What you mean? She said, yes, son. Sometimes you got to be humble. If you know, even though sometimes you know that you got to be humble, son, and just apologize, and then you get along and go on and make up. You know, sometimes you got to give it up, man. You know, there's nothing to say that you always have to be right. There's nothing to say that you always have to be wrong. But you have to do, if you want to further your relationship, you want to further your marriage, you want to further your courtship with your lady. Sometimes you got to stop the high and mighty, I'm right and you're wrong, you know, and accept what they say and move on. Now, if you continue accepting what they say and they don't make a change, they don't make a solid plan of effort to change, that's when you make changes. You make the change. Okay. You stop accepting lame excuses. You stop accepting lame apologies. Okay. It's important, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry is a beginning, right? It's better than nothing. It's better than them saying I meant to slap you. It's better than saying I meant to sleep with your best friend. It's better than that, right? That's real. So I'm sorry. If he said, well, you know, Sheila, I'm sorry I slept with your best friend. You know, he gave you a sorry, right? But he didn't give you no empathy. He didn't give you no sympathy. You know, he just laid it. I'm sorry. That's not enough. He got to say, you know, I did this thing and I have a plan where I won't do it again. I will spend all my time with you. You know where I'm at every time. I just don't want this to happen to me. I love you so much. That makes a difference. But just plain letting out, I'm sorry. That ain't nothing. And most women, when man say, you know, this is what women do, y'all. This is so crazy, man. It's so ludicrous. They say, well, you know, Sheila, I'm sorry. He said, okay, Johnny. And you accept it. They just accept it. Face, you know, point blank. I'm sorry. Okay, Johnny. They accept. You know why they accept it? They don't want to lose Johnny. And Johnny don't really care nothing about it. And they know in the back of their mind that you don't give a flip about them. But in order for them to placate Johnny, in order for them to feel accepted, feel loving, feel wanted, they say, okay, they accept it. And next thing you know, Johnny doing the same thing over and over and over again. Because she accepted a lame excuse. And Johnny knows she's a fool. Johnny know that she likes playing the fool because everybody play the fool sometime. No exception to the rule. Yeah, ain't no exception to the rule. You play the fool, I play the fool, your mama played, everybody play the fool. But sometimes, my guys, sorry is not enough. Sometimes, my ladies, sorry is not enough. You have to change. Huh? What do you mean change, Bible? Change your funky ways. Change your lying ways. You lied to your lady, you lied to your mama, you lied to your teachers, you lied to your dad, and you lied to yourself. Change your lying ways. Change. Stop lying. Stop cheating. Hmm? Stop gambling. Stop drugging up. Stop drinking. Whatever you do that bad and it's your partner's angry about it, makes her hurt, and you know you're wrong, sorry, then you say you're sorry from the heart, and you make a change, by making a plan to change your sorry ways. Apologize. Just don't say you're sorry, because it takes more than that. Oh yeah, y'all want to hear this, because y'all don't want to apologize. You think you're always right. Nobody right but you. That's why you ain't got nobody right now. You always want to be the right one, and you always the wrong one. And then you, when they break up with you, well, I don't know what's wrong with her. And it's always the woman and not you. Come on, you got to examine yourself sometimes. All right, let's go. So number 2, don't know what to do. We're getting out of here. Secondly, sometimes sorry is not enough. Number 2, you need the action. You need action. Apology by itself is nothing. Is weak without the action behind it. You hear me? Somebody did you wrong, they come in and say, I apologize. It's not enough. You can accept their apologies if you want to. I wouldn't do it. Number 1, I don't see no empathy. Number 2, I don't see no sympathy. Number 3, I don't see no genuineness. Number 4, I don't see no sincerity. Number 5, there is no effort. There's no plan of change. So if you have that desire to do what you did to make things bad in your relationship again, you'll do it again, because you have no plan to change, to turn it around. And when you have no desire to make a change, take a change, you continue to do the same thing over again. Repeat the same thing over again. Because there's no action, there's no plan of action, there's no desire to change, and you are a liar. Apology, sorry, you might be sorry, but you're a sorry liar. That's all you are. When you apologize, you are sincere about it, and you have a plan to make it right. Okay, that's it. You need action, man. Apologies can be insincere, not genuine, no remorse, empty, hollow apologies. If I was you, I wouldn't accept it. You said, but Bobby, when people apologize, you supposed to accept, Bobby. My mama told me you supposed to accept when people. Yeah, my mama told me that too. She told me you supposed to accept people's apologies, but she said if it's real. Yeah, you didn't get that part, did you? You got the part, but you're supposed to accept the apology. But if it's real, that's what she told. That's what my mama told. I don't know what yours said, but she said if it's real, son. If they real about it, she accept it. But they get phony. She said if they faking, they phony. You can tell them they faking, they phony. Don't accept it. Okay. And when you don't accept it, that lets them know that you are tired of being phonied out and faked out and funked out. And you want some real in your life. You want someone real that can represent you, that can help you, and to be dependent and reliable for you and be available for you when you're just like you are for them. Okay. So you want a solid apology, not a one-legged apology with just a word apology. I'm sorry. They say that out in the Philippines a lot. Sorry. They say sorry when they mess up with it. Sorry. And it's so insincere. That's just, they could care less whether they really apologize. Sorry or not. That just comes out their mouth. Sorry, sir, sorry. I get so tired of hearing that. Ooh. And they're really not sorry. They just say it. All right. But yeah, apologies, man. You can't change the fruit without changing the root. Did you hear me? I'm going to say it again. You can't change the fruit without changing the root. And yeah, because you got to have apologies. You got to be sorry, but you got to know the root cause of why you did what you did, how you did it, when you did it, where you did it, and who you did it to. If you don't know the root cause of your problem, of the situation, how can you expect to change it? Huh? You cannot change the fruit unless you change the root. You got to get to the root cause of why you did what you did. Why are you drugging up? Why are you taking the money and drugging up with it? What's the root cause of your drug addiction? What's the root cause of your playing with 15 women on the side of your lady? Well, what is the root cause? You got to get to the root. That's how you begin to make a sustainable, substantive change in your life. Get to the root, find out the reason, and then make a plan to improve yourself from deviating to a negative tone or negative things that causing you to be bad behavior in your relationship. Okay, sometimes we are our own worst enemies because we don't do the simple, basic things in life that will clean up most situations. Apologize. And don't do no weak, no mamby-pamby. I'm sorry. Don't do that. Be real about it, like steel about it. Be strong about it. Be long about it. Stop being wrong about it. Let's go. It is so very, very important, ladies and gentlemen, to understand that you cannot change the root without the fruit, without changing the fruit. Underlying issues, okay? Why did you slap that woman? Why did you slap your girlfriend? Girlfriend, why did you slap your boyfriend? What's the underlying issue? Well, he said I was fat. Is that real issue? Or you think he's cheating on you? Is that why you slapped him? I said it's always an underlying cause. There's always an underlying issue. Apologies alone will not restore trust. You can apologize to somebody. How many sometimes you seen on TV shows and programs? I'm sorry. Over and over again. And the woman still walked out the door. All the sorry you can say all you want. It ain't gonna stop the trust. Ain't gonna bring the trust back. You betrayed her trust by going out, cheating on her 15 times, and then all you're gonna say is I'm sorry, with no substantive plan of change, no plan of action, no sincerity, no remorse, no empathy, no sympathy, no genuineness about it. And she's supposed to accept that? Come on, man. It's time for a change. And if you're going to change, you have to make the change. Apologies alone, saying sorry alone will not restore trust. You must have a demonstrated commitment to change. Oh, yeah, that's a big one. I know that. They don't like that word. Y'all don't like that word. I know y'all don't like that commitment, man. What's that? You mean I got to get married to her? You mean I got to be the only one hurt? No. I like to play for you, Bobby. I do that commitment stuff. I know. That's why you ain't got nobody. That's not why you're not reliable. That's why you're so immature. I'm sorry, man. I'm apologizing to you, but I'm telling you the truth. I'm genuinely apologizing because you're immature. You can't see that women want men that are reliable, dependable, mature, able to face be responsible and accountable for their actions. That's what a real relationship for men and women are based upon. And if you can't see that, you're not ready to be in a loving, caring, sharing, mutually affectionate relationship. So it is vitally important that you understand the importance of apologizing in a structured manner so that it is real, like steel, and that somebody can feel your empathy. They can feel your sympathy. They can feel your remorse of the action for the actions that you took. And when someone understands you're real and you're not phony, you're not fake, you're not phony baloney, they will accept that. And then, more importantly, you have to back that apology up with some what? Action. You heard it said over and over again, actions speak louder than words. You can say, I'm sorry all I want. That don't mean nothing to me, buddy. Because I'll tell you to step away from me. Sir, I just tell you I'm sorry. I said, so what? That don't mean nothing to me. You didn't have no empathy. You didn't have no resource. You just said my words. What are you going to do to stop doing it again? What's your plan? Yeah, that's how you do. You have to stop people and make them think about what they're doing. Your apology without additional things are empty. Apology without a plan of action for change is hollow. It's shallow. It means nothing. And my mama told me a long time ago, nothing from nothing, leave nothing. Don't come to me with nothing empty, because I'm gonna empty you out when I get you talking to you about your sorry self. Okay? No, it's important. I got one more thing. I'm gonna give you a constructive way to apologize. Okay? This is gonna help you. For those of you, some of you, I know some of you like and I found, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I have found that the people here in the Philippines, and I've dealt with a lot of people here in the Philippines, they don't apologize. I kid you not. Most of the Filipinos this is my personal opinion, my personal reality. Most of the people that I've dealt with as Filipinos, they don't apologize. You have to practically beg them to apologize to you. When things happen, they have very little remorse. Yeah. And so when you're dealing with a Filipina, she might do stuff and she may never apologize. You know why? She feels no remorse. That she feels no sympathy. They feel no empathy. That's why a person doesn't apologize. And a lot of times they don't even know they did wrong. What they did what they did was right. So I'm telling you, man, it is vitally important if you're in a relationship with a Filipina that you understand apology, you may never get one. And if you are connected to someone that doesn't apologize sincerely with a plan of construction for change, you need to step. There are some that do apologize, but I found that many of them don't. But there are some, find you one that can know how to apologize and be real about it, like still about it. Okay? Here's my plan for you. Got four, called the 4 A's, okay? Well, come on now. All right, here we go. This is the 4 A's of apology. Okay? This is a framework that you can use as a guide. Okay? And this is the process of apologizing effectively. Okay, it's called the 4 A's. Number one, acknowledge. Okay, acknowledge the harm that was caused and take responsibility for your action. I told you that on just over. Take responsibility. Acknowledge what you did. Yeah, I slapped her. I slapped you. I take full responsibility for my actions. I was wrong. I'm wrong. I was wrong. I'm hurt by what I did to you. I should never have done that to you. No one should deserve to be slapped. But I did that, and I take accountability and responsibility for my action. Number one, you do what? Acknowledge your wrongness. Number two, accept the consequences of your actions and the impact they had on the other person. Understand you because I slapped you. Understand you want to leave me, and that hurts you. Not only did I hurt you physically by the slap, I hurt you spiritually. I hurt you emotionally. Yeah, and I'm so sorry, my dear. I could never ever put in my mind, in my heart, in my spirit, to do that again. I'm so sorry. So now you know what? You've acknowledged it. Number two, you did what? Accept. You kept the consequence that she's gonna leave you. Okay. Number three, amend. Make amends. Take steps to repair the harm that was created. Okay. And so understand, I want to do some things to show you that this will never happen again. Number one, I want to go. I'm going to an anger management class. Yeah, I'm starting tomorrow. I'm enrolling in an anger management class because the root of my anger was because I slapped you. That my root of everything I did to you is because I was angry. I don't know how to control my anger, and I'm so sorry. I'm going to an anger management. That's what you do. You're making amends. You're trying to make it right. And you go take yourself into a course to get your anger under control. Then last one, ask for forgiveness or permission to repair the relationship. Okay. Now, I told you all that stuff, but I want to ask you one more time, Sheila. Would you please forgive me? I want to try to salvage our relationship. I was wrong in what I did. I told you that. And I told you why I did it. And I told you how remorseful I was. And I found out the reason why I did it. And now I'm asking you to forgive me sincerely. In order for us to move forward in our relationship, I want you to forgive me, please. And I guarantee you, I will never, ever put my hands on you. That's how you do. 4 A's of apology. One more time. Acknowledgement, acceptance, amendment, and asking for forgiveness. If you do it right, if you do it tight, if you do it long, and you do it strong, she or he will forgive you. And then you have an opportunity to move on in unity and in harmony in your relationship. Real quick, real summary, we out, okay? Here we go. Thumbnail for the day. Talked about sorry is not enough. The thumbnail. We looked at two things. Number one, the role of apologies in relationships, and we looked at the need for action in addition to apologies. We looked at a third effort, which was this number here. We looked at 4 areas of apology. Okay. Hope you got something out of that, ladies and gentlemen. But you know what? If you're really sincere about what you did, the other person can feel it, and they can receive. They feel it, especially the female, because females go by more by their feelings than anything else. If you feel that you're remorseful and that you have a plan to not do it again, you'll probably get them back. Okay? But if they don't feel it, I'm sorry, it's empty. That's hollow. Nobody can accept that. I would never. I'm a strict man. I'm be honest with you. Okay, I'm strict about everything I do in my life. So I am. I've been that way all my life. I don't let nothing slide. It's about you too hard. You too hard. I said, okay. You be easy like that. See what happens to you in life. You have to have standards. You have to have boundaries, and you have to be strong in this world to survive. Only the strong survive. Yeah, and I'm a survivor. I don't know about you. I don't let nobody walk all over me. You might be 10 feet tall, but I'm gonna say, look, man. If you put your foot down one more time on my head, I'm gonna push you out. No, I'm just kidding. That's it for tonight, guys. Let's go find out who's Ryan Train, BobbieD, One Nation, the group of love. Who we got? First man. When I say toot toot, you say all aboard. Toot toot, toot toot. When I say all aboard, you say toot toot. All aboard. Let's ride this train. Who's on the train tonight with BobbieD, One Nation, the group of love? First man up in the house. First man up in the house. Who we got in this house? Frederick Mason. What's up, Perry Mason in the house? Perry Mason. What's up, Perry? He said, what is going on, Bobby? Hey, man, you got it, my brother, from another Martha. Happy New Year to all my people on the train today. We're coming back from a nice holiday. But you know what, man? I'm going to tell you something. Starting the new year, oh, Lord. Liz D and I had so many devils try to attack us, man. I'm telling you, man, I have never in my entire life had a New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and a New Year's prior to New Year's Eve day. 3 days in a row, we was attacked. Spiritual warfare. Okay. And for those of you that don't believe in devils, you better get out of my face because they real. There's a devils out there, man, and they got your name on their list. If you doing right, tight, long, and strong in this world, you living right, eating right, treating people right, walking right, talking right, being right. The devil got somebody trying to get you. So that's why I know we're doing right, because we got spiritually attacked, not physically attacked, but spiritually attacked with a whole bunch of drama stuff. I'm not even going to go into it, but I'm going to tell you, man, I got my sister praying for me because I'm in a foreign land. And when you're in a foreign land, people will scheme up on you, okay? They will scheme up on you. They will dream up on you because the root behind that is jealousy and racism. All of those things come together and cause people to act towards you. So I'm telling you, man, be prayed up, stayed up in 2023. Be the way you want to be. Okay? If it's to be, it's up to me in 2023. Good to see you in the house. Ryan James, BobbieD, One Nation, Freddie Mason. Give him his props, y'all. Let's go. Who we got? Freddie. He said, Love Train family. What they did? Hey, man, do all right, man. Do because you're here tonight. Let's go, Ryan James. Who we got? Murphy, hey, what's up, man? Hello, family. What up? We are family. I got all my brothers and sisters. Me. What's up, man? So good to see you, Ryan Train Day. Bobby, who we got? Frederick Mason. Good morning, Mr. Page. Glad to see you another day. Hey, it's always good to be on the face of this earth another day, man. There go I, accept the grace of God. We are thankful and we are grateful people because the Most High God approved us to move on to the next year, to 2020, to the new year. Many people did not make it in 2023. Queen Elizabeth didn't make it in 2023. Pele didn't make it to 2023. You know what I'm saying? Many people didn't make it, but we made it. So we're thankful to the Most High God that we're here, And so thank the Lord for another day on the face of this. You're above ground and not below. Okay, man? Let's go, Roger. Hey, I forgot, man. Murphy, hey, you know what, man? I got something to tell you, man. Number 2, just for... What's up, Murphy? Gold finger in the house, gold finger in the house. That's what we got. I did that. Let's go. Round train. Who we got? Mrs. Redders. Mrs. Red Doors. What's up, Mrs. Red Doors? So good to see you now. Angel in the house. Angel in the house. Angel. Angel. We call all our ladies and females in the house angels. And I hope I see that avatar as an angel. So I'm assuming that you are female. He said, my boyfriend always told me, babe, grow up. Because some situations I didn't say sorry. Mm. And sorry is actually very important. But somehow, if you did the same mistakes, better not to say sorry. You know what? I agree with you, right? Sorry is important to say it, but it should be done under certain situations. And it should be done with appropriate care and concern, okay, at the appropriate time. Sometimes it's not, it should be, you shouldn't say sorry because it's not appropriate. It's not the appropriate time. You have to say it at the appropriate time, and you have to say it with meaning, feeling, empathy, sympathy. Okay. You know, I was raised, my mother raised me. She said, you know, if you do something, son, and you know you're wrong, ask for forgiveness. Say you're sorry. Be real about it. You know, that's what she told me. And that's why I live. If I'm not really sorry, I'm not gonna tell you I'm sorry. I'm saying, yeah, I did that. And I ain't gonna say I'm sorry because I'm not. But if I did it and I'm sorry I did it, I didn't mean to do it. I had feelings of remorse. I'm saying, hey man, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that, man. Can you forgive me, please, man? I'm sorry, man. That's how I do. And I'm real about it, like still about it. And people can feel that empathy. But if you're just saying sorry to say sorry, this is hollow. It's empty. You know? So she said, your boyfriend said you didn't say sorry. He was right about that. You should be mature to accept that you're wrong. And a lot of us are immature, so immature. We can't accept we're wrong. We can't accept we did wrong. We can't accept we said wrong. You know? And so there's a lot of immature people in this world, and they don't even know it. And they will accuse you of being one immature. You know? People need to grow up. I agree with your boyfriend with that. And she said, I'm sorry. And sorry actually is very important. But somehow, if you didn't make the same mistake, better not to say sorry. Um, I want to say that you don't have to say sorry. If you continue to make the same mistakes, you need to admit that you have made the same mistakes over and over and over again. And if you're not sorry, don't say sorry. But if you are sorry that you made the same mistakes over and over again, you should say it. But you may say it in a different tone, in a different way. But you have to, if you're empathetic and sympathetic for doing it now, then say it. And say it in a way that they can get it. You may change your word, that I was wrong for this. And I have sincere remorse for that. You may not say the word sorry. Sometimes the word sorry by itself is meaningless because we say it so routinely. Sorry. In the Philippines, sorry, sorry. That's how they say it in the Philippines, y'all. Sorry, sir. Sorry, mom. Sorry, sorry. They like to sing in a song. But it means nothing to them because it's coming out of their mouth with no empathy, no remorse. They just say, okay, I messed up. Anybody will say, I messed up, or my bad. Sometimes I'll say, my bad, same thing. All right, it's so good to see you, Mrs. Red Doors. If you haven't signed up, hit the like button for me. Everybody hit the like button for me one time. 1, 2, 3, chit-cha-paya. 1, 2, 3, can you hit the like button, please? Please hit that like button. Let's go. Round chain body, who we got? Murphy, hey, Severity, I'm with you on that, my brother. So good to see you. Round chain body, Lisa, my nation, group of love. Who we got? Mrs. Redders. She said, hello, Bobby D and Lisa D. Greetings from Obadiah and Mama Sita. Okay, Obadiah and Mama Sita. All right. I got some good people in this house, y'all. She knows Obadiah and Mama Sita. Remember Mama Sita and Obadiah, boyfriend and girlfriend. Mama Sita was, I think she was overseas. She's an overseas worker. And she recently went back. She was here in the Philippines for like a year or so. And sometimes she went back. So now and Obadiah is from Texas, and that's her boyfriend. They hope to get together, and they want to be, they want to hook up, So I love Obadiah. He's been on the show several times. Mama Sita, she's a good friend of the show as well. She used to call herself Mama, and I started calling her Mama Sita, and she said, I'm gonna change my name, Mama Sita. But you've been so good. It's good to have you in the house. I'm glad that you came on the show and you were recommended by good people, so we know you're good people. Good to see you, Mrs. Red Doors. Ryan Train, who we got? Murphy, he said, congratulations, number one. Hey, Perry Mason ain't playing, man. He never lost a case. Yeah, he never lost the case until he lost that case. Now come on the show. He came on the show for a year, so he lost that case. He only lost one case. Let's go. Right, everybody. See, we got Frederick Baker. He said, Sir Hayes, thank you so much, my brother. Always good to see a brother from one brother to another. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Right, who we got? Murphy Hayes. He said, most people, male and female, think that apologizing is a sign of weakness. Some cases it is. But if you're wrong, then it's a sign of strength. If the apology is sincere, that is correct. 100% correct, Murphy. That's why a lot of people don't want to say I'm sorry. They want to be Mr. Macho Man. You know, I don't make no mistakes. What you say? I did that? No, I didn't do that. And they're lying back. Or they might say, yeah, I did that. So what? They don't want to apologize. They did wrong. And when you find somebody like that with an obstinate attitude and a nasty disposition, you leave them alone because they fools. Don't argue with a fool, okay? Because a fool will never change. They'll never change until they see that they're a fool. And many fools don't look at themselves as being foolish. They turn their foolishness and project that foolishness on you, and they say you're the one that is foolish. Okay, leave foolish people alone. If you have an involvement with somebody that will not apologize to you, will not own up to you when they're wrong, will not acknowledge their mistakes, will not be acceptable and accountable for their actions, you need to let them go because they're immature. And what Mrs. Red to her boyfriend said to her, it was totally correct. She needs to grow up. I'm sorry, man. I have to agree with your boyfriend on that one. When people don't apologize, it's a sign of immaturity. Because when you look, if you think about it, little kids, they very seldom will say they're sorry. Because a little kid most children are very what? Selfish. And they don't know, they don't even think they're doing wrong. In their mind, everything I'm doing is right. Why should I apologize? That's why parents have to make children apologize, Johnny. Apologize to Susie. You took her toy. Apologize. You know, that's why we got to force them to apologize. It's not in their gender. It's not in their DNA to apologize. I mean, when you find somebody that doesn't have an apologetic spirit, get rid of them. Okay? I'm serious. And I know I mess up a lot, man. I'm sorry. I'm just be honest with you now. BobbieD, because I like to talk sometimes. Sometimes my words get away with me. I mess up, man. I'm serious. I acknowledge. I'm human. I make mistakes. But guess what? My mama had plenty of sense, and she taught me some plenty of sense. When you mess up, fess up. And I apologize, man. You know, I'm not infallible. I make mistakes. And everybody should have that same attitude. Roger, who we got? Frederick Mason. Perry, what's up, man? He said, it's all about how you're feeling about the person and your ability to recognize your wrongdoing. So that's it. You know, you got to understand and acknowledge when you did wrong. Remember the 4 areas we talked about? Acknowledgement, acceptance, and amends, and there was a third one. But you got to have that. When you use that platform I just mentioned to you with those 4 A's, even if you don't know how to apologize, structuring it. Let me pull it back up real quick. Give me just a minute. I want to make sure I get this because it's very important. It's very important you have a structure and a strategy to apologize when you don't know how. This will help you. Okay. So you want to make sure that when you apologize, you use the 4 A's. Acknowledge. Okay. Acknowledge the harm that you caused. Accept the consequences of your action. Amend. Make your amends for what you did and try to repair. And then ask for forgiveness. Ask for forgiveness. Ask for forgiveness. Man, what's wrong with that? You can't do none of those 4 A's. You might be a psychopath. Yeah. Because the only a psychopath don't have feelings. And there's a lot of psychopaths out there that are hidden psychopaths, guys. Believe it or not. A lot of them. And when you come up on somebody that don't accept their individual responsibility for their actions, not remorseful, not sympathetic, then you need to let them go. Because that person will do something to you that you would never think they would do. People like that are evil and deceptive and treacherous at the same time. All right, let's go. Who else we got? That's it. Oh, come on. Freddie Mason, he said, if your heart isn't in it, may as well not apologize. Sincerity is key. Yeah, that's true. If you're not real about it, like steal about it, don't apologize. Because you meant to do it. Yeah. If you can't apologize for what you did, you meant to do it. It's not like, well, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. That's hollow. And that's making this lame excuse. You knew what you did. You can't you if you had the first, let's say you got a female got pregnant the first time. That was, and she was messing around with some boys. That's a mistake. She do it again. And then she talk, well, I just made a mistake again. No, you knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing. No, I understand people know what they're doing, but they just want to apologize. They mean to do it, and they don't. If you mean to do what you did, don't give apology because you'll be lying. Just say I meant to do that. Now how you like me now? And walk out the door. Okay. But yeah, be real, like still be sincere, and learn to acknowledge your wrongdoing in life. Murphy said, I know several people who will not apologize right or wrong. Yeah, people like that you should avoid like the plague. Okay. Because those people are non-empathetic, non-sympathetic, non-remorseful, and they will kill you and slap you and do whatever they want and think nothing of it. Huh? They have no consciousness. They have no remorse. They have no feelings. I call those type of people psychopaths. You know, most serial killers are psychopaths. They have no feeling, no remorse. They'll say anything, do it, and they don't care. They don't care about themselves. They don't care about others. They just want to destroy. And when you find people like that, get rid of. And most the men that have that psychopath nature and attitude, they attract. They just like chick magnets. I don't know what it is. They got all the women they want. Women flock to people like that. I don't know why. You know, but the nice guy, the goody two shoes kind of guy, like you guys and me, is like, I don't, you don't excite me. You don't do that for me. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. You gotta be gutless. You gotta be crazy out there sometimes to get these women. The ones you want to get. But anyway, that's it, man. That's all I have for you tonight. I try to be back with you tomorrow. We had a lot this month, ladies and gentlemen. January is a very, very busy month for me and Lisa D. We have a lot of things to do as it pertains to getting things settled monthly. In the Philippines, all your taxes, all your immigration, all that, everything is like on the first year, you got to pay it. Your insurance, health insurance, home insurance, fire insurance, all that stuff is due. And so we're running this way. And in the Philippines, very seldom like stuff like that you have to pay, it's very seldom you can do it online. You got to do it face to face. You got to get in somebody's face, get them the hard cold cash, and get a receipt. And so that takes time. And a lot of times the businesses here, sometimes when you come someplace at 12 o'clock, they close because they shut down at 12. A lot of things say they shut down at 12 o'clock, and you got to wait out lunch. And so this month we got a lot of things to do, and I'm going to try to get with you at least once a day. I'm trying. But if you don't see me in the day, I'll have a video or a short YouTube short video out there. Okay, that's what I do, and I do it for you. Okay, all right, guys. I don't know about y'all, man, but I had a great time, and I'm glad you showed up tonight. And thank you so much for being able to bear with me. I'm still improving. I'm getting better and better every day, and I hope you are as well. That's all for now. This is BobbieD. Then take care. God bless and peace.